open. They did everything they did was right the last part of the first half. You two could talk about it. What went well for them and what went wrong for you in that stretch?
We really wasn't knocking down shots, and they just started knocking down shots, and pretty much like we just started getting down on ourselves, which we were trying to work on, but really we just really got down on ourselves and like should have just pulled together, but we really didn't, so we had to bring it back the second half.
I would just say they got us in transition. They got a lot of shots off of transition defense. I feel like they made a lot of threes off of that. People not getting back and finding their man, and they just playing out, worked hard than us pretty much.
Ronnie, just the impact of the offensive rebounds early for them. Obviously, they're hard enough to stop, but then when they get second, third chances, just what impact did that have kind of on them, kind of getting away a little bit?
It had a lot of impact. Pretty much, they score off of every offensive rebound they got. Second chance, third chances. We gotta find a way to get the rebound and go the other way.
You played.
We lost.
Travis, you know, you played a lot of games in this series. As you had to know how much of firepower they have. Did you feel like maybe they got the game going a little bit like they wanted it to get going more than the tempo you would have preferred, especially the first half?
I mean, just coming to the past couple of years with the new coach and everything, we knew how they're going to be. We've all seen them on TV. I mean, they're top 5 in the country. We knew how the tempo was going to be when we came into the game. So we were expecting it, but we just didn't really play up to it.
Ronnie and AJ, just we talked a little bit this week about this being your first taste of rivalry, and whether or not, you know, with this team's youth, there might be some situations where maybe the moment gets too big. When you kind of look back at that first half, were there any instances where maybe you guys got going a little too fast or kind of let things get away a little bit?
I pretty much just backed off. Should have been boxing out, rebounding instead of just being there. Really, should have just rebounded a little more, played a little harder in the first half.
I said the same thing. Boxing out, just not really using my mind. You got to box out and get the ball. I think I did a bad job of that today.
Travis, what did you think of the way AJ played?
I was happy to see him running the court like he was doing. That's something I think he really improved on this game. Just running the court, that's getting him. He probably got like 5 or 6 dunks this game. So that's just something from some guard penetration, him just being ready for the ball. Then also the guards did a real good job in the second half, just getting him the ball, and AJ was obviously doing a good job scoring, going up strong.
Travis, when you start preparing for Indiana with all their firepower, who worries you the most?
I mean, they have a lot of weapons, so that's kind of a hard question to answer. You know, with Zeller being a dominant big man inside, then Holes can shoot, Wofford can shoot. Really, it's just got to take all 5 guys on Purdue to contain them. There's no one person really who we have to look at.
18-17 in the first half, a couple offensive rebounds for them. I think a turnover or 2, and it seemed like that's where kind of things kind of went against you. Maybe just walk us through that sequence there and how it kind of slipped.
Well, when it ends up 40 points, I don't think it's one sequence that gets you. I was really impressed with how hard Indiana played, how unselfish they played. They have a really good team, and sometimes having good individual pieces doesn't mean you'll end up having a good team. But they've done a good job of playing together and making some sacrifices as a team, and doing a little bit of the dirty work. All their guys are doing dirty work. They're chasing long rebounds. They're chasing loose balls. They're playing physical. Just a tough, hard-nosed basketball team. And then you throw the skill on top of it with making threes and making their free throws. They just have a lot of weapons.
1, 4, or 5 coming in, got a little bit better on defense, done a better job with the turnovers lately. I guess with all that in mind, when you look at the final score, maybe what you surprised? How would you classify your emotions?
Well, your emotions really don't matter. It's, the facts are the facts. They played harder than us. They played better than us. What are you going to really say about it? It's at the end, those guys are out there having fun, and that's what it's about. When you work really hard as a team, and the guys that are juniors and seniors in their program, took their lumps when they were younger, and now it's their turn. And when you take your lumps when you're younger in this league, and you stick together and you play hard, you're going to make some strides and make some improvements. So you got to give those guys credit. They're a good team, and we're not. We play like individuals out there, but also with that being said, I think they had a lot to do with that.
Coach, obviously you weren't happy with AJ's performance in Michigan tonight. It was a totally different person, it seemed like. What went into getting him from Michigan to tonight?
Yeah. Well, he played hard against Iowa. He had 10 rebounds, and he gave a good effort, and just trying to get him to be consistent. He's really worked hard, at a scouting report and focusing on who he's going to go against. And tonight was a tough challenge for him. Guarding Cody Zeller and got in that early foul trouble, and you're going to have that. He's not going to be the last time Cody Zeller gets somebody in foul trouble. He's just a really good player. And but no, he just had a better focus, and it's really a simple game if you play hard, and you just kind of follow your scouting report and what you're supposed to do. But I was pleased with him.
Matt, rebounding has always been key for you guys this year and a strength. Just talk about the second and third chance points for them.
Well, we're not hitting people. We're not boxing out. And so if you don't hit people, you don't box out. You're not going to get those rebounds. And so I just thought they were quicker to the ball, and we did a poor job boxing out. And then once you get into rotation, sometimes when you get beat off dribble penetration, you're going to get in those rotations. And anytime you get in rotations and you're scrambling, then you don't have good rebound balance. So a little bit of both of those things.
Okay.
Matt, Tyrone and DJ got off a combined 10 shots, combined for 8 points. What did they do to kind of, I guess, keep them out of their comfort zone?
Well, they just got into him. I thought Oladipo was great. I thought he just did an unbelievable job of getting into us and just not letting our guys do what they want to do. And then instead of us moving the basketball and being more patient, we just tried to do it all ourselves. And in that first half, our guards were just constantly trying to make too many individual plays. And we had to be patient, move the ball, and but no, they were good. They were very good defensively, and we didn't help.
Coach, it looked like Indiana was still in a press, up 25, 30 points. Did you have any problem with that?
When you play hard, you get to do whatever you want. Indiana played hard. They took us behind the woodshed and whipped us. So I'm not one of those guys.
Take 2 more.
You can talk, when you're talking out there and you're up 40 points, it's like the old saying going, it's not bragging when you can back it up. They backed it up.
And along those lines, I don't know if you realize this, but that was Purdue's worst home loss ever in the history of the program.
Mm-hmm.
With that kind of in your head, when you watch a game like that, how much of you is saying as a coach, we're still young, we're still growing pains, that's obviously a tremendous team. And how much tonight was you sitting there saying, man, we are still making a lot of stupid mistakes and we're just not competing the way we're supposed to?
You made the right comment at the end. We're not competing. A lot of things can go against you, but you have to fight and you have to play hard. I thought Rayfeld Davis continued to play hard tonight. I thought A.J. Hammonds continued to play hard. And that's probably about it. Drew Anthrop, he came in, he played hard. Outside of that, the other guys didn't compete. And part of competing is being able to think the game. You have to be tough, but you also have to be smart. And we have to do a better job of that combination. Thanks.